Sorry
Stars.
about
I was like, ooh.
Mhm.
that. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to KnucklesF&F podcast, where we talk everything pop culture. That's video games, anime, reality TV, superhero shit, all that good stuff. I'm your host, RL Knuckles. Y'all call me Knuckles. Y'all call me RL. Y'all call me Cat Girl Lover. You call me ladies man video games. You call me Babyface. You call me all these good things. And some of the nicknames I gave myself, but it's a cool nickname because guys look at me like, wait, what the fuck? and my loving hosts with me, Kelly and Kasey. And every time you see them, you never hear about the challenge. But before we talk about the challenge, I just want to tell everybody that I am running on like 3 or 4 hours of sleep because I was out in AC last night for my friend's birthday, and we were at H2 H2 the nightclub in Ocean Hotel, and the club. Well, first of all, the club was over at 4 o'clock, but they ended it at 3 because their music was starting to get trashy or whatever like that. So we left and we went to this. Of course, every time to leave the club, you're drunk. I mean, you want some food, you want some drunk food, and you whatnot. So we didn't get done until like 5 o'clock. Like as we're walking back to our place, we see the sun, rising up. We're like, oh shit! And we had to leave. We had to leave by their house by 11. Our
Oh my
check-in time was at
gosh.
11. So like yeah, around like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And there's this event. There's like car event that was at the Showboat Hotel, which is really lit. Uh, Instagram model that I follow, like interacted with, she was there. She was kind of the reason why I was gonna be there to actually get to meet her, and she actually remembered me. I'm like, oh shit, you actually remember my name and everything. I'm like, good. Remembers my name, but doesn't remember the face because clearly, we interacted with each other. You don't really know what each other looks like besides that person. So she was happy to see me. And I was shocked she remembered me. So like that was definitely like a great. But I have some video of a dance on which I'll be posting soon. It was a pretty cool dance on. Like it was a pretty lit dance on. Like it was a fun event. Like I'm not really a big card guy, but it was a pretty cool event though. Like really cool event. They also sell other merchandise there too. So it was really cool. So yeah, I just got home like at like like couple like maybe 20 minutes ago because I had to go pick up. Yeah, have you heard of Duck Donuts?
Yeah.
I've
Yes.
never heard of this place. My
Oh
mom
my
Oh
told me to
my
gosh.
pick it
They
up.
have the
gosh.
maple bacon donut. It has bacon on it.
Wait, what?
They have the maple bacon donut and it has bacon on the donut.
What?
It's so good. I love duck
Nutty?
donut. Yes.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. You can only eat one because it's crazy, but
Would
it's
you
so
like it?
good.
Not great. Well, is it better than Yum Yum Donuts?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not a big donut person,
No, okay, that's cool.
so I don't have like an opinion.
Yeah. You know what's funny? You can't really like. No one mentions Dunkin' Donuts as donuts anymore. They're
No.
just known for their coffee, and it's like before they used to be making it there because they don't make it there. That's the problem. They don't make it there. Well, they don't really. Well, they don't make the donuts the right way or whatever. I don't like. Yeah, they're not the same. Clear. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not
It's
the
not
same.
like a freshly made
Yes, it's not
donut.
freshly made. It's like factory made or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the
So
point of donuts to be like fresh made donuts.
and they used Dunkin' Donuts used to be that. Dunkin' Donuts used to be that, but
Yeah,
now they on some coffee shit.
I
That's
like their
it.
coffee.
They're on some coffee shit. That's them. But anyways, besides me, how you ladies doing right now? Besides not running on 2 or 3 or 4 hours of sleep.
Good. I slept all weekend. I slept
Me
until 4 yesterday. We're like on opposite sides of the.
too.
Yeah, definitely opposite sides. I saw Thor: Love and Thunder on Friday.
I didn't. We didn't go see it yet. I wanted to like see if people liked it, so I didn't like. I mean, we all
It's
know
a
Thor.
good
Thor 2 was
movie.
horrible.
Say
So
what? Oh yeah. We'll say what?
the second Thor was like not good. So I didn't want to
Oh,
like
so
get
Dark.
sad.
I think we all agree that Dark World is probably the worst MCU film, but
Yeah.
Yes.
Ragnarok was a lot better.
I
Oh
know.
yeah,
I know. So I
definitely.
like the odds of having two good ones in a row were low. So
This movie was not bad, but I cannot take this movie seriously. It was a parody movie. Like
That's what I
literally,
heard. That it's like,
the comedy was just it was too much. Like normally that's Guardian of the Galaxy. They're like comedies, but they still had a balance. This one, comedy, I couldn't even take Thor seriously. The only time when it got serious when Gore appeared. That wasn't his full form either. So like it just don't have expectations for this film. Don't.
That's why.
Just,
Okay.
just
So
don't.
I still want to see it,
Oh
but
yeah, still see. I'm not saying it's bad, but like it just wasn't like great. I'm not calling it the worst Thor movie because that's still Dark World, but like it just man, like I wanted more. I wanted more from that movie. I wanted more. But for all that shit right now, y'all know what you came here for or listen to. Anyway, y'all here came for us to talk about the challenge, All Stars 3, and as we said before, we're going to be talking about the Challenge USA as well. So we're going to start with All Stars 3. Just pretty much Leonov where he left off last week in the final, and last just like last week, I didn't get a chance to like rewatch these episodes again. So clearly, I'm kind of be missing a couple of things right here. But that's where my lovely co-host Kelly and Kasey will definitely refresh my memory on what I missed. So if everyone wants to, start off start with what challenge they're about to do in All Stars 3 and a finale of that episode.
yeah. So we left off with the teams in the kayaks. Kellyanne was with Mark, Kayla was with Nehemiah, Janae was with Brad, and Wes was with Naya in the kayaks. And Mark and Kellyanne were in the lead, followed by Kayla and Nehemiah, then Janae and Brad. And then Wes and Naya were like far in the back. And I was really surprised that Wes wasn't like freaking out on Naya.
Yeah.
Everybody was very cool, calm, and collected.
and I mean, I'm not a rower. Like, I don't know how to paddle a kayak, but I feel like Naya kept one of her like oars in the water, and that would seem like it would slow you down a little bit. So, like, I was like, Naya, get your oar out of the water. Like,
for real.
yeah, like I felt so bad for Wes, but it's Wes.
But there was still a lot of ground catch up though. You still have the checkpoint where you go against your opponent. So like there's still opportunities right there. So I don't think it was like granted, if West had like it was towards the bottom, I would have been like, okay, then I would start freeing up. But like he was in a good position regardless.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So as they get to the checkpoint, they pretty much got to do so. They got to play like King of the Hill pretty much. So King of the Hill shit. So
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
Well, I was gonna say yeah. So once they get to the beach with the kayaks, yeah, they do King of the Hill, which was cool, and that was TJ's first hosted challenge. So he was like bringing it back.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I know it was old, but I didn't think it was the first one. Holy shit. Yeah. Wow. So our opponents were Kelly against Naya, Johnny against Kayla, Mark against Nehemiah, and Brad against Wes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, honestly, okay, a lot of these were one-sided. Like, a lot of them, like, for instance, like, Mark and Nehemiah was one-sided. Like, Mark kill, just push Nehemiah out the way. Brad and West, I can't remember was it neck and neck or did Brad just destroy West? I think Brad just like pretty much sun.
Yeah, I think West. Brad just like kind of like
he's Sun West.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah!
I think they made it. I think they tried to make it seem like he didn't, but like he did.
And when I saw Kelly against Nia, I'm like, oh, it's not gonna go so well. It looked like okay as it was. Yeah.
And then I realized what Nia was doing. I was like, why is like Nia letting her push her? And then I was like,
she's gonna toss her off.
I know what she's gonna do.
Yeah,
like,
made sense.
Of all this, I love Kelly, but you're not pushing Nia out to the water.
No,
that's not happening. And Nia, didn't Kelly chose to go up against Nia too?
No, because Kellyanne was the first to get to the boats, and then Johnny came up, and then Kayla went to Johnny's, like, because you team up, like, once you get there, don't you choose to who you go against?
I thought Kelly chose.
Is
Okay,
that
never
what
mind then.
happened?
I
I don't
thought
know.
she chose. Because I thought first ones there get to choose.
Why would she choose Naya?
No, I feel
Well,
like the last one there.
here's the no. This is what John A said. When you're against that person that has the most stars, you get a chance to, like, if you win, they don't get any stars. So, like, I think that's what Kelly was trying to do. Is like Naya. I don't. Naya and John A were like neck and neck pretty much. So I think it's okay. It was like he was like, let me beat Naya. If I beat Naya, I don't get any stars. But granted, they didn't know what. I don't think they knew what the challenge was yet, right? They're just gonna choose their opponent.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Because like if Kelly knew it was doing something physical, there's no way in hell she's going to choose Naya. No way in hell she's
Yeah.
going to do that. No, that would have been a terrible move. Like no.
None
That
of
would
them
have
probably
been
want to go up against Nia in a physical, like,
no.
challenge.
But the best match was Johnny against Kayla. That was the best one. That was the
I was
best one.
surprised. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I have all the faith in the world in Janae. It's just Kayla's scrappy. Like, I was expecting Kayla to just like kick Janae off the thing, and that's not what
Yeah,
happened.
I thought Johnny was doing that. I don't know. Johnny has just been on a roll in this bottom right now. So like, I just feel as though, and I have something to say towards the end about this too. But like Johnny, like she's hanging in there, man. Like she won her match against Kayla. If y'all didn't notice, but yeah, Johnny did her thing. Now I think it was after that they got to go on their little boat. They're like, which had to be the best overnight thing ever. Like out of all the overnights, they've been bad. They've never been good. Like
Yeah.
literally, a lot of them, like, how were they able to sleep in this shit? Like,
well, we forgot the part where they run the sandbags. We missed this. We missed a step.
Okay, sorry. See, not me
That's
watching
okay.
it.
That's okay.
All right,
Because
so,
then after that, there were new pairs, and it was
yeah.
Brad and Janae, Wes and Kayla,
Yeah,
Mark and Naya,
yes.
and Nehemiah and Kellyanne, and they had to carry the 100 pounds of sandbags to the next checkpoint.
Nehemiah.
It's okay. It's okay. I know. I know.
Like,
Why would they go for 2 trips? Why would they go for 2 trips?
Oh yeah, Nehemiah and Kellyanne.
Why? Like
Well, let's
once
just
they
take
started
pictures.
doing that, I was like, no.
my baby Kellyanne was going through some shit,
Ugh,
and now Nehemiah, who I fuck with too,
I
and
know.
this
I felt
terrible
so
idea
bad.
to like say, hey, what's up to this? We don't know how much it weighs. It's like, if you had a chance to get all of them, do it. Like,
And I feel like for 2 people, 100 pounds, like I know, like they've been going crazy all day and they've been running, but like just carry the 100 pounds. Like, what did you each just take 25 the first trip? Like, what?
it was bad, man. It was hard. It was hard for me to watch. Honestly, it was hard to watch when I saw it. I was like, they really don't fuck this shit up.
Why would you want to take 2 trips?
And
Like, it just didn't make, especially in a final. Like, you could be running with those bags for like 12 miles. Like,
Yeah, that was a really bad choice.
I don't want to talk about it much more. I don't want to talk about it
Well,
anymore. So
I want to talk about how Brad had Janae carry more weight than him.
yeah, that's right. He did. Like, yo, why did he do that?
She was like, do you want me to take the 60 and you take the 40? And he was like, you think, like, yeah. And like, she was like, fine. She's such a bad bitch.
yeah, she's
Dude,
awesome.
Johnny,
Yeah.
I love her. She's the best.
yeah, Johnny probably would have said like, this motherfucker right now. Like, what?
Well, even when they were in the kayak, she's like, I'm going, and Brad's laying down.
Yeah, that's
Down
right.
in the kayak.
That's right. Oh, my back. I broke my back. I broke my back.
Come on.
Like, come on, man.
She
Like,
pretty much carried Brad through that leg of the final.
were they the first ones?
No, Mark and Nia
Yeah.
were the first ones,
Yeah.
and then Kayla and Wes, and then Brad and John A, and then Nehemiah and Kelly in last place because they had to
So
do their second trip.
because they had the best plan ever. They had the best plan ever. Like this had to be one of the best plans in challenge history. That's top 10. That is top 10. Clearly top 10, folks. They knew they had the best idea. I can't. I never thought about it. I never
And they're
thought about
all stars. They're all stars. Come on, you're all stars. You know not to take 2 trips. Like
No second trips, people.
no second trips.
it. Now are
I
we
put
up
more effort into getting all of the groceries in one trip than they did trying to get the sandbags to the next checkpoint. Like, why would you take 2 trips? Sorry. Got
No,
very
it's
upset.
true. $500,000. You would take 2 trips.
Not good.
Are we at the boat part now? I feel like I
Yes.
Sorry,
So they're
we're-
going to the boat. They're getting on the boat.
we're at the
So now
boat,
they get to
okay.
sleep in a yacht. Like what? Final. Like he's like, oh, we're gonna do it different and let them all sleep on a yacht.
And let's not mention the food.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have like good food.
Like it's like what overnight has ever been like that? Like that's VIP treatment right there.
right.
Like I would have to grant it. I mean, they're still skeptical as they should, but it's like, yo, like I don't know.
Why do we get to sleep on a yacht and eat like good food?
Do you think production knew that they were gonna get seasick like they did?
I was thinking like possibly, like maybe, like I know I would get seasick trying to sleep on a boat.
I don't know. Like I wouldn't know what to say honestly because I've been on a boat but I never like slept on a boat.
Oh, sorry.
I heard
Hold
that.
on.
Is he okay?
I heard that. Yeah, like I've never ever slept on a boat. So I don't know. Yeah, as people, some people got seasick. I think Wes got seasick, but they were able to brush it off though. It wasn't like they were like, oh my god, I can't do anything right now. They're able to brush it off. Like I don't think it was a huge factor in the game plan, especially it was what happened. The next round. And I think Kelly's still talking to her dog right now.
Yeah,
So,
I can still hear him barking.
He's barking.
We have there's a husky that lives like downstairs and they're like arch rivals. So every time he sees this husky out the window, he goes nuts.
It was the husky.
Yeah, I knew it. I could tell by his bark.
Nemesis.
Oh my lord! No, okay, okay. So yeah, we were just saying that we don't think that the seasonings played a huge factor.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Kelly?
No, I mean like not to like what they're used to. Like it was minimal.
I mean, we'll see. Well, after what see, after what happened next was I don't think was a factor of seasonings at all. So you want to explain what happened on the next day?
Oh yes. So the next, sorry.
You just kind of like,
yes. So then they go over the points. So they go through who has the most points. So for the girls, Janae has the most actually out of all the players with 24 points. Naya has 23 points. Oh my gosh, I'm missing some points. Anyway, so they have the 2 most points for the girls, which makes Kellyanne and Kayla the 2 bottom girls. And then Wes and Nehemiah are ahead for the guys, which means Mark and Brad are the 2 bottom for the guys. Thank you. So now we find out that there's going to be an elimination for the 2 bottom players of each side. And they're gonna go head to head in an elimination. Did we talk about that already?
No.
Okay.
About what the elimination part?
Yes.
No, no, we didn't.
Okay.
Just about to do it right now. And what was the what did they have to do, Kelly? What was the exact?
Yes. So
now?
this was a crossword puzzle elimination. They had to do a crossword puzzle of countries that the final has been in. And there was a board with clues of names of cities in each of these countries. So you had to use that as kind of clues to this crossword puzzle.
And no one can cheat.
You can't really
Right.
cheat because you're on the other side of each other.
Yeah, you're gonna cheat each other. So yeah.
And apparently there was like a wall in this house with the name of these countries that Kellyanne had apparently studied. And she was very confident going in, but she did not do well.
Yeah, my baby didn't do too well.
None of them did, honestly. It was like a pretty easy crossword puzzle. And they were putting like cities, like
Like I think one point Brad put California, and it's like
Yeah.
those are countries.
Countries.
And then Mark spelled Brazil BRASIL, and he couldn't get USA because he used the S. Oh no!
It was pretty funny. It was funny. It was funny. But no, so Caleb beat Kellyanne and Brad beat Mark. And Kellyanne just like walked off. Like I don't know if there was like any hugs goodbye right there. They, Caleb's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, trying to get you the whole entire time." And I'm like, "Motherfucker." I was like, "Look, you motherfucker, yeah, whatever, you whatever." And I'm like, and I kept saying, "You're going after the wrong person," but no one wants to listen to me though. You're going after the wrong person. But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. But y'all hear me. So, anyways, now they're finally no pairs. Thank freaking goodness.
Pairs. Now it's individual.
Thank freaking God. I was like, I'm freaking annoyed with that shit.
Yeah.
So now, so they said so they get to so there's multiple checkpoints, right? That they have to get to. Like now it's like first. Wait. So here's my thing. The end did it matter how many stars you had at that point?
No, points meant nothing from here on out. It was just a race. Like I guess the points were only up until
So guess the elimination part.
Here, yeah, up until the elimination. Which
I thought they were kind of pointless in a way.
I kind of like I feel that way, but I guess like it got you up into the elimination. Like I mean, an elimination in the middle of the final like is like huge.
I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I mean, in that perspective, maybe that's all you needed the points for, just to not be in the elimination in the final.
Yeah, but no, you're right. But it's still time. Just like, why?
Well, they said Nehemiah. Even TJ said, like, if Nehemiah didn't have those 5 points, he would have been at the bottom.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it saved Nehemiah from going into that elimination. So I think that means something.
Sure, no, you're right. I can't argue against that. I can't. You're right. Absolutely right about that. So yeah, let's get to this last part of final. Then we get on to USA because I have some things to talk about this final. So, I guess their first checkpoint was food. And Kayla said she's always avoided food. But I mean, well, Kayla, with all due respect, this is your second final. You haven't been at a whole lot of finals, so it's like the fact that you said I've been getting lucky around like that. You haven't been in many finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't.
But I'll say this. I felt so bad for Nehemiah because, like, bro, he doesn't eat meat.
I know. I felt bad too.
He doesn't eat meat. Well, it's like, I'm like, yo, he's not gonna make it.
I know, and like to have to eat that meat, it was disgusting.
Yeah, like the eating part. I don't know. The eating part just seems like the worst part about it. Like, dude, John A was crying. First of all, I thought it was gross that they hugged each other. She's like, "Yo, y'all are eating this gross and y'all are puking."
Puking,
I'm
and
like,
then
"Yo, don't fucking
They were
hug
just
me right
crying
now.
and
It's fucking
hugging.
it's COVID going on, so don't hug me after you eat after you're puking." And I'm like, "No, like no."
they just
They
needed a hug.
that. They needed that hug.
Oh my god,
And
dude,
that was so funny. They
gross.
were just
It
crying.
was funny. It was gross. And then Brad was like, "Hey, Brad was like, hey, Wes, watch the beard. Watch the beard."
Ew, that was so disgusting. Like
And then
when Wes like puked into his beard. It was so gross.
Well, you have
And
a
then when
big-ass
Brad
beard.
was like, I'm throwing up blood, and I don't know if it's my blood or the blood from the hearts. I was like, oh my
She's like, what are we doing here?
god.
Oh my god, the commentary was just great. The commentary was just great. And Nia couldn't do it. Nia.
No.
No.
Okay, well, I guess we could lie. I was like, no.
Yeah.
She was on a roll too. She was on a roll, and that fucked her up right there.
Mm-hmm. That's the final will get you with those eating challenges.
I feel like I could do it though.
I
we
feel
talk about this all the
like
time. I
I
feel like
can
I
do
would just be like,
People will say that they can do the
I
eating part,
know.
but what actually happens, you're like, oh shit.
yeah, like if you
know.
smell it, like what if it smells really bad? I don't know. Like I personally have this false bravado. Like I could totally get through an eating challenge. But like I've also never been to an eating challenge, so I don't
think
know.
the one person I think can do well will be Tony. That's what I saw they did in Vendettas.
Oh my god.
To me, that was Tony's moment. That's when it's like, okay, Tony, we take you seriously now. When he ate all that shit, like, nope, not great. I don't think it's as bad as what they. That wasn't as bad compared to what they see in All Stars, but like just seeing that though, I feel as though Tony can do well in an eating portion.
I agree.
Like like he just did that shit with like no problem at all. I'm like, Tony, really? Like really? But yeah, so no, Wes did a good. Wes killed it. Like Wes killed it. Like Wes got a huge lead for everybody. And same with John A. So eventually, I'm saying to myself, yo, I think these two got it. Like I understand it's not over yet, but I'm like, first of all, Nehemiah is fucked. He's fucked.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah.
He's fucked. I felt bad for him. And
Nia,
like she was, bro. And she gave up right there. I was
Dude,
like,
she was like, what do you think it would even matter anymore? It's like, do not quit, Nia. Like, knock it off. You got through this whole season not being the old Nia. Do not quit right now.
Especially when you said to Jay, you're not made for the challenge. And for you to quit in the same spot that he quit at?
Oh my god. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, she talked mad shit for him quitting during an eating challenge on X's. And then she was sitting there like, I'm going to quit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Nia.
Yeah. But she did it, though, which is good. She pulled through.
She did. She got there. She went through it.
She pulled through it. But yeah, so the next checkpoint that Wes got to, you had to build that tower.
Well, there was a tangram before that.
There was a what?
A tangram.
Oh yeah, that's right. The tangram. That's right. The tangram before that. Yes.
Yep. So there was a tangram. So Wes got there first, and then John A, and then Brad, and then Kayla. But I think by the time Brad got there, Wes was like done, and then you grab a surfboard and you go to the next checkpoint, and then John A finished. Like by the time Kayla got there, and she went and grabbed her surfboard and went to the next checkpoint. And that's where it was like these blocks, like where you had to build this block tower. That was a lot of blocks.
That was a lot. And the thing is that it can fall down.
They said it was windy on the beach.
Yes. So I don't think Wes just fell down at all.
I don't think it did either. I think he did it in one swoop. I know John A's fell down. I felt so bad. I was like, oh no. I was so scared.
Oh, really? Yeah. No, John, I'm like, shit. Like,
yeah. Because
She
Kayla was
put-
too far behind.
She was pulling a Kelly out almost. Get the way how she
Mhm.
looked defeated. You know,
She did.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God." But, you know, she pulled through. She pulled through. Brad was Brad that close to him to Wes?
I don't
And
think so.
I
Like,
don't think they were that close, but
I mean, I could see like Wes swimming in the distance, like on his surfboard when Brad got into the ocean. But I mean, like at that point, it's like he was really far behind Wes. Like, and then, but I think Kayla was closer to Janae than Brad was to Wes. So, I mean, there was a shot. There was a shot.
yeah, yeah. That's true. That is true. So yeah, so that was the last part, right? We spending that and
Mhm.
just get on the boat. And you know,
Mhm.
Wes was the first one. Johnny was the second one, but you know, first of each sex. And Wes, you know, is a champion again. I'm happy for Wes that being a champion. And Johnny, and I said this.
Love
I
her.
didn't like how she went last season. I did not like that. But this one, she did on her own. She didn't have MJ. She did everything on her own. No, as far as I know, there's no production help, and she managed to pull through. That
Mhm.
this is a winner. I'm like, okay, John Day, I'm giving you credit for it. I ain't taking this back for you. No, like you've earned it. And which to me, I said this. I gotta tweet this too. The treehouse was going after the wrong person. I said,
Mhm.
why are you going after Kelly Ann? You not
Yep.
know Johnny was the champion, and she clearly showed you why y'all fucked up and should have went for
Mhm.
me.
Agree 1,000,000%.
The
Like,
disrespect that Johnny was getting this season.
mm-hmm.
The freaking disrespect.
Like, I can't believe they like slept on her. Like, they slept on Janae. They put her in elimination against Beth. Like, come on.
Say what?
They put her in elimination against Beth.
That quit.
I know. So lame.
Like, oh my god. Like that. All right, so okay, so
Very
okay,
anticlimactic, I feel like.
the final.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the
definitely.
end. Not the final. I feel like the final was like legit. Just like the end. It was like, okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah, and we didn't get a preview of the next All Stars. So
Yeah.
now, before we get to the next subject or next topic, so All Stars, looking back at it, only 10 episodes. I
Mhm.
can kind of see where Bananas is saying All Stars doesn't really count as much, which I think it does, but it's like a 10 episode to like compared to like a 21, like a 20 something episode where there's more cast and they are doing a bit more harder, difficult things. It's like, okay, so you won one, but it's like I would love to see John. I mean, Wes. I'm happy that both these guys won. Wes has his stripes, but it's like for me, especially with Janae, it's like okay, I would like to see Janae be on the regular season of the challenge.
Yes. Me too.
Because it's like I mean, you gotta call her a challenge champion because she's won one, but it's like, see, I want to see how people compare their these All Star wins to the regular challenge wins. That's what I'm curious to know.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I would love to see that.
Because yeah, although these challenges are harder, I mean, I'm not saying the finals were like difficult. It's like compared to the other ones we've seen, it's like not that hard compared to the. I mean, not saying it's not difficult, but like compared to the other ones, it's like. And I'm not saying it's because John A won. I'm saying it's because this goes for West too. It's like, how much can we compare All Stars to the challenge, to the regular season of the challenge?
I mean, that's like a hard question because you're talking about the people who like originated the challenge. Like,
Yeah.
these are like the original people. And like, granted, yeah, you have like the second generation, but it's still like these are people from the real world. Like it's not like you're pulling in like the Big Brothers and the Survivors and things like that. So I mean, it's hard to compare both. Like you're right, but like it's not a champs versus stars champion.
No.
It's like I would say it's like it's above that. It's like way above that, but maybe
Yes.
not like a challenge.
Definitely above that. Yeah, definitely above that one. Like we can agree. We can really agree on that. Definitely that. So I mean, no, that's a difficult question to answer. So we'll have to see it in the future. So
Yeah.
now we get to our main event right now. Our main, I mean, great, both our main topics, but like the bigger challenge, the one that we're all waiting for, and that's the Challenge USA on
Mm-hmm.
CBS. And like I said, we talk about the cast. I don't really know much of this cast. Y'all know them more than I do. But okay now, Case, how do you know about this? I was telling Kelly earlier today. Do y'all know what's going on with this Big Brother thing with let's see,
With Taylor,
yeah, what's
I
going on with
saw
that?
so I read about it. There's only been one episode of Big Brother on.
The
I
new
read
season,
about it.
right?
Yeah, like I haven't watched like the live feeds. It's actually on tonight. So once we're done this, I'm going to watch the second episode of Big Brother. And I I I would rather watch it and figure out for myself what's going on because it's Big Brother. It's everything is under a microscope. So I don't know how to feel about like what's going on yet because I didn't watch it yet. I didn't watch the live feeds. I haven't watched the episodes yet. So
I see the tweets from people that I follow, people that they follow me back and I fuck with them. It's like I think like it looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like just it's let me see. The Other Hook podcast, like they've been saying like it's nightmare. What? Wait. Like they said, he retweeted this one person named S. Fish Boogie says either CBS needs to have a discussion with the entire house about how awful this is, or they just need to cancel the entire season. Their choice. I don't think any of us are willing to put up with and support this crap.
oh
Dang.
Like,
dang.
like I'm should have. Man,
Like,
it,
what is like? Are they like saying bad things? Like,
it's racial shit. Like, it seems like racial intentions right now,
oh,
and
that's
it
not
looks like
good.
from what I'm seeing. Okay, Corey Lay says the most impressive thing about watching what's being done to Taylor in Big Brother 24 is that if you zoom out, this happens on every show. Clever editing of episode makes it so it's not as obvious, but it's there. It's so triggering to see happen in real time. Like it's like people are saying Big Brother could have easily ended with Big Brother 23, best cast ever. We had first place winner. He was on a objectively good winner. We saw one of the best ratings there. Blah blah blah. We had built the most. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like like I don't know from what I've been seeing so far from after looking in, Taylor's not looking good. Which that's edited. It's not saying that Taylor's a bad person. It's what the edit is, and then Corey Levin said on the challenge, Michelle was I can't pronounce the word ostracized on day one that villainized for making a list of teams so she could strategize easier. Other guys have created lists and it's been celebrated, considered smart, but God forbid the strong introverted black woman does it.
Oh,
So
she
I
made a list.
Well, they're saying like when Michelle was on it, she was getting criticized for making her list, whereas everybody
Yeah.
else does it. It's like she's talking about Spies Last Nights when Michelle
Oh,
did,
yeah.
but then someone else does it. Oh, it's strategizing. So then this other girl tweeted, "I have known Taylor for quite some time now. She has always been generous, kind, loving, fun, hilarious, incredible to me and to all our friends. To see the hate for her in the house, for no reason but racism is sickening. Do better, Big Brother." Like,
Dang, that
and then
sucks.
and they say Taylor and Janelle shouldn't be in the same sentence at all. two different situations. Like,
Yeah, I'd have to. I would want to see what's going on. It's just
yeah,
because I mean, like
I
that's
mean, like I'm not saying like be excited to watch, but like still watch it because I don't watch Big Brother. Like I have no intention of watching it at all, especially hearing this shit. No, but like I definitely am curious to know like what your thoughts on it when you see this shit because like it's not looking good. I don't know if they're gonna cancel it, but like if that shit's like if that really is the case right there, like if they're really hating on this girl for for racism and shit like that, then I don't even want to see like
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see the season
I
at
don't want to
all.
see that. Nobody wants to see it. Like
And that
that would
looks
be
bad on Big
stupid.
Brother. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks bad on Big Brother. So, anyways, let's get to the challenge USA. We're sorry, listen, but since we talk about this, we want to get into like the details of what's going on and whatnot because Twitter is a source of information. Not accurate. It's not accurate all the time, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Though. Y'all smart enough to know. So, anyways, yes, we finally have the news is now. Granted, it's still it's still an what do we look for it? It's still a spinoff, but like it's a more serious tone. Because first of all, it's on the network. It's not on the
Mhm.
app. But from what TJ said, it gets you into a tournament for like the big thing where that's streaming. I'm like, okay, so I don't know. See, every time I think it's gonna be streaming, it's like okay, so like it's gonna be like a small season then. Like I don't get it.
that's
Like
kind of I'm interested to see like what they mean by it's gonna stream on Paramount Plus. Like, what's
yeah,
that? Like, I don't know
yeah,
what that
like
is.
I don't know, but listen, we were looking forward to this. Like I said I didn't know the cast because I don't watch any of the CBS shows, but Kelly and Kasey they watch Big Brother and they knew certain people. Like the one person I knew from this was I forgot her name was the one girl from X on the Beach. So I forgot her name, but that's the only girl that I knew that was on this cast. But
Oh, Kira,
yeah,
Kira.
here, yes, that's the only person I know. But it sounds like in this one, maybe I'm jumping ahead right now, but it seems like it's like the shows are together right now. But granted, some of their past beefs are still an issue. Like I've seen,
Mhm.
the last Big Brother, the Cookout
Mhm.
last, and even
Mhm.
I'm like, oh shit, man, yo, what? I want for those people shit. The
Oh
Cookout,
yeah,
The
like
cookout
that
literally,
was
was one of
intense.
the strongest alliances in Big Brother history.
It
The
was.
cookout was no joke. They were the shit. Like they
Mm,
knew what they were doing. That was a great
so like, what made
alliance.
them good? Because like I said, I don't know Big Brother, so
so
like acknowledge
they all separated. Like they were not associated with
that.
each other in the house, but they each teamed up with someone outside of the alliance. So each elimination, one person that somebody teamed up with would be nominated and they would have to like vote that person out. Like the key was to go against your strongest ally outside of the alliance, and that's how they kept it like the whole season. Like the cookout was insane. They were awesome.
So they're pretty much they were like shading their own alliances.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Like Xavier and Alyssa were like best friends on Big Brother, and like you could he said it in this episode, like me and Alyssa are best friends, we're tight, but then they go back to Alyssa and she's like, he stabbed me right in the back in Big Brother, and I had no idea what was going on, so like I want revenge. So I mean,
It was Alyssa and Chet that wanted revenge, right?
yeah, it was Alyssa and Derek X were kind of talking about the
Oh, it was Derek.
revenge.
Oh, wait, is that the Asian dude? Sorry. It
Mhm.
was
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought his name was Chet. Oh, my bad, Derek.
No, no. And then cuz it was Aza, Kyland, Tiffany, and Xavier were in the Cookout Alliance. So Tiffany and Derek were like people that got screwed over by that alliance. So I think that is definitely going to come into play this season, and
but
I'm
in Big Brother,
excited to
though,
see it.
you kind of have to lie. Really, that's really the game. You have to lie.
Well,
Yes.
and that's what they said. They're like they don't have much beef because they respected the gameplay, but like now they're in another game show. Like You're
Yeah.
gonna trust them now? Like, no way. Like,
You can't.
no
Well,
way.
here's the thing. After what they did, why would you? Clearly, they know what's up. They're gonna know you guys are
Exactly.
watching. Like this time, they're not gonna be blindsided for you guys. Like, but here's the thing,
But
though,
then
right?
everybody saw it. All the players saw it. Everybody knows who the cookout is. So I think that that's going to be a sign for everybody,
Yeah, so
not just the challenge players.
they already know what the alliance is already.
Mm-hmm.
They already know. So like they're already targeted from the get go, like right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're gonna be like, yo, you ain't gonna do that shit with us. No, hell no. But there's so many, like, there's a lot of good comparisons. I'm saying, like, first of all, I'm gonna say this. I really like how people are getting mad. I don't give a fuck. I like there's a lot of black people in this cast. There's a
Mhm.
lot of African Americans that I see on this cast, and I love it. Like I love the diversity in this cast. This might be the most. I don't even think the challenge Brexit has been this diverse ever.
Mm-mm.
Never.
No. Like
And so,
I think it's because CBS, because like, I mean, I think CBS is more diverse than MTV. Like,
it's MTV.
obviously, yeah,
Like,
like
it's not hard to be more
MTV.
diverse than MTV.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
really
right?
not that
So I
hard
mean, it's like,
Yeah.
so this challenge is really nice. Like, I'm
to
excited.
see. Yeah.
And I honestly see potential in a lot of people. Like, first of all, Tyson, you're already like, from what I've seen from
Mhm.
Tyson, this guy looks competitor. Now, granted, the Big Brother, they're socialized, so like physically, I gotta see it. But people are already saying Survivor people are like, see that's interesting, right? The challenge and Survivor are different, but you look at a guy like Turbo from doing it, it's like
She,
he like adapted quickly. Like
Mhm.
he adapted. So to me, it's like I feel as though that doing Survivor like helps. I mean, granted, what they do with Survivor, it's like I don't know how the fuck they do it. Like,
That's crazy. I don't even. That's crazy what they do on Survivor.
yeah, like
They like
it's a
live on an
different.
island with like no food. You see them like skinny. Like they look like they're about to die by the end of the season. They're all like skin and bones.
Yeah,
Like, why would you put yourselves through that?
but I feel as though they're mentally ready for this type of shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
And I
guess
say it,
so.
and I say you think you know the challenge, but when you get on the challenge, you don't know it. But it's like I feel as though these Survivor people, like they're like, I'm not gonna say that they know everything, but it's like they kind of know what it takes a little bit. Like, am I saying too much right there? Like,
No, I agree. Like, I feel like that mental aspect of the challenge would be something a survivor would be able to handle easily. Like, I agree.
it's incredible. I'm speaking of Survivor, I'm surprised. Yo, is Natalie not welcome back at all? Not like, great. I mean, she wasn't on TV version, but it's like, where's Natalie at? Like, can we get her back, please?
Right? Where is she?
Yeah,
Is
like
she
Ninja
not?
Natalie or
I don't know. Like, I know
No.
somebody else is asking me, yo, is Natalie
Natalie.
on the show? I'm like, no, she's not on it. That's a good question. Like, maybe, I mean, granted, maybe they did reach out to her. Maybe she said no because she has a mom now, and I think she probably wants to have that quality time with her daughter. Now, I could be wrong, but like I feel so that could be a legit reason why she hasn't been on there.
Yeah, like because I feel like her challenge career was cut short. Like, I would have
Yes,
loved to see her on here.
yeah, like that is, but that girl has potential.
Mhm.
Like that girl has potential. So I would love to see her, come back. But listen, a lot of good players. Like, honestly, like, granted, I know it's the first episode right now, but it's like I don't like this like a player so far. Like, it's like first of all, these people seem to be better than Josh. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like Fessy. Some people didn't like Casey that much either, which I don't have a really problem with Casey. I just have a problem with how she won. But like these people seem cooler than the other ones. Like I said, the culture, man. I think the coach is rocking with the cookout challenge, the cookout
Yeah.
alliance. But I just feel as though, see, it's a new game though. Like there's like, okay, so you have the cookout alliance, but you have Survivor. People are saying Survivor, they're gonna stick together. Love Island. I feel some like different shows are sticking together. It's like it's kind of like a 4-way battle right now.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, like I read. were there any challengers that like that grabbed your attention? Because like, to me, honestly, it was a lot. Like, oh wow, Kelly, I forgot. By the way, I'm gonna share the screen with you guys right now. Kelly, Kelly, was it Kelly? Just Kelly, or was it Kelly and Kasey? I don't want to take the shot from one person. You're the list that you gave us. The drive that you gave me today.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, Kasey made that. Casey made it.
I was very excited about it.
Yeah,
Well, it was my idea to make it, and then I was like, we should make a Google sheet. And then Kasey was like, I'll do it.
It is very well done. Now, granted, we're jumping ahead right now, but like, I like what she did with this list. Big Brother, you have Survivor, you have Love Island. And yeah, the Amazing Race, yeah, not a whole lot of people from the Amazing Race. It's mainly, Big Brother, Survivor, Love Island. And I'll say it, man.
I put the last name for the people I don't know.
Staring. But Survivor, I like the Tyson guy.
Yeah.
Something about Tyson, man, like, he looks cool. And
he won Survivor.
Did he win?
I think so, right?
I think he did. I think he was on multiple seasons and he did win one season.
I thought he came close to winning.
Let me see.
And I like Angela. I like his partner. They're pretty strong.
I don't know. I got good vibes from Tyson. Tasha, man. Tasha. I mean, like,
yeah.
Tasha looks like a strong black woman. She looks very pretty too. She's very pretty too. Like, very pretty.
She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. It's a lot of people on here, man. Like, shit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they get that many Amazing Race people. That would be a lot interesting. They got more Amazing Race people on there.
I know.
That would have been nice.
It was cute that Shannon was like, I'm already sore. She did like 3 push-ups the day before. She's like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Already, there wasn't even a challenge.
Yeah, Shannon was like, I think it's the challenge. It's a different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, you did see a lot of these Love Island girls, just talking, like having fun, like. For fun, they're like, we're just here at this house, ready to party and shit like that. Like, we're ready to party. They're all, and obviously, like I said before, there are some past beefs. Like, we had this one couple that was, together, and now it was someone
Cash.
Yeah, there were 2. So Kira and Cashel were together for a little while, but they were together on Love Island. And then he left, and then he came back for her, and then they left together. And apparently they weren't together that long. But Cache and Cinco were together after Love Island for a little while. Okay. So, and they broke up. So that there was some drama with those 2 couples.
Okay. So, honestly, so what I see beef between Big Brother cast. I guess you want to call it beef. I don't think it's really beef, but it's like, relationship shit and Love Island. As far as I can remember, I don't think there was some drama between the Survivor cast.
No, I didn't hear anything.
I don't think there's no beef because, like, honestly, you don't really have to lie. You don't really lie on Survivor, do you? Or like, do you have to?
I don't think so. I don't really watch Survivor, so I don't know much.
I don't know. Like, I can't. I can't really. I don't really know. I can't really explain that, but yeah, I don't see much because a lot of people have respect for each other. I guess in Survivor cast, they know that they're strong competitors, but I don't think they did any shady shit to each other. As far as I know, like I said, I don't watch Survivor, so I can't tell you if I'm 100% right on that. And then the Amazing Race, they're just there, like they're just there. But I will definitely say though, was it Leo? That's with Shannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Leo, man. Shit, Leo knows what he's doing. Like Leo.
Yeah.
Like Leo.
Yes.
He's like great.
Or no, it was James. I'm sorry, it was James and Shannon.
James. Okay.
Yeah, you were on the right thing because it was an Amazing Race player.
It was an Amazing Race
Shannon,
player.
but it was James. We're gonna have to get used to these names. We're not used to this cast.
Like it's a big cast right there. It's a big cast. Like it's gonna be tough to remember a lot because it's like if we're on the challenge, you already know a lot of the vets. Whereas this one is like a
Exactly.
completely new cast. Like
Which is exciting. I like it. But yes, James
yes,
knows what he's doing. Like,
yeah, but we'll get into that a little bit later. We like to we're jumping to but I just want to look at this list right here that you case like man, like this is just beautiful to see right here. Like I fucking love this. You see that guys? We're upgrading. Upgrade.
yes.
We're not fucking around. We are upgrading right here, okay? Forget all that simple shit. No, we doing it big right now, baby. So no, I go. Okay, this all goes to you because I would not be able to do this shit, especially with my schedule and timing. Like this is just great. Like
And she put it together in like I'm telling you, like 20 minutes. I was like, we should make a Google sheet, and she was like, I got this. 20 minutes later, it was like fully done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Shout out to my job.
That's my job. Shout out to my job. So yeah, so pretty much everyone we get to know each other past beats like this down to third. Like, okay, cool, whatever. So should we just get to the challenge or like there really wasn't honestly there's a lot of commercials. A lot of commercial breaks.
Yeah.
They're great. These commercials weren't that long, but it was like a lot of commercial breaks though.
Well, now it's on cable, so we can record and fast forward through the commercials, which
I
I
was
love.
actually I actually made it to a live show because it started at 9:30.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah. So we have time to watch it, but it's like a little bit it is a bit on the late side though, so it's like yeah, that's a little concerning. So if you guys are watching this on our screen right here, we have the share screen up right here, as you can clearly see it. So now granted, it does tell what actually no. Let's you might see the thing at the bottom. So like I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. Sorry.
Yeah, it's cool. It is what it is. But even though we have our description right here in the format. Wait, is that you? Is that you?
Yeah, I blacked it out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I blocked it out. Oh shit. I didn't know that. Oh shit. Because I was like, wait, I'm not doing anything. What the hell's going on right now?
Nope, that's me.
You guys go. Now, although we have the forward description right here, Kel, do you want to explain like, what happened in your own words? Because I just know, no disrespect to Kasey, but we don't want Kasey to be stealing Kelly's job.
Yeah, don't steal my thunder. So the format of the whole season is we don't know for how long, but right now the format of the season is each week there's going to be teams, a male and female team, and that's who's going to do the challenge. Each challenger starts out with $1,000, and TJ says it costs $5,000 to get into his final. So to get into the final, you have to have $5,000, and you get that by either winning a challenge or winning an elimination. So it's kind of interesting to see like what people are going to do. Do they want to go into eliminations? Are they like if they win the challenge? Like,
I think everyone's gonna get an opportunity to get some money, like because those that's very interesting. Is because they can be one person that never wins a challenge and can kind of scathe you in an elimination, and then their number might be called. Like I feel as though at some point somebody's going to go against somebody that has not gone into elimination, but yet that person that goes to elimination with them will probably have a lot more money than them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you I mean I know we're jumping ahead, but like you take their money. Because
Yeah.
I mean clearly they're eliminated, so hell yeah, I'm gonna take your money. So like I don't know. I want to see how it plays out because like I feel like everyone's gonna get a chance. Honestly, even though he says it, like I feel as though people are gonna get a chance to earn their opportunity to get 5,000.
I agree.
Like
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, Kelly, I'm sorry.
No. So that's pretty much the format. And then the loser from the challenge each week automatically goes into the elimination. So if you lose the challenge, you're in last place, you go into elimination, and then the winners pick who you go against.
Like
the winners
I got no problem saying this at all, but it was a better premiere episode than Spies, Lies, and Allies. Tell you that
It was.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was really happy. Like, you can even see it's like produced like the challenge. Like, it's the same production they're using, and then we'll get into, like, I was really excited for the elimination because they use a challenge elimination. So I was like I'm really happy with the show so far.
Honestly, MTV, I guess y'all can lose some pointers from CBS.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Especially with casting. Like, I feel like this is a solid cast.
see, but here's the thing, though, right? The success of this show, does it go more towards CBS than MTV?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the excitement of something new. Like,
That's also true, but
something
it's
fresh.
like, but like the format though, like it's pretty cool so far.
Yeah.
I mean, but also too, casting and format, like Spies, Lies, and Allies. The casting wasn't it great? Granted, because no one knew who these people were. But then also, the rookies didn't play a good game, which kind of made it less. Like, had the rookies take over that game, then yes, that would have been, better TV
I agree.
for all of us. So, like, the fact that, this is like, a new cast, so I mean, there's a lot of different factors that go into it. So, but as of right now, though, the cast looks good. Not much drama so far. It's not much drama yet, so we'll get into it a little bit later. But cast is good, the competition is good. So, like I said, so far it's still good. And like I said, people already know these players already. Like, if you haven't watched CBS or anything like that, you're not going to know them. But people already know them, so it's like it gets more. Honestly, you can end up what it's. You can kind of say that. You know how the MTV, it's always like the Real World. Now it was Real World. Are You the One?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a CBS's version of it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like our shows are coming together for the challenge, whereas MTV, that's your shows coming on there. But I mean. But I'm sure the next MTV challenge after this current one that's airing right now, I'm pretty sure they'll. Actually, I forgot this is a tournament. I'm going all over the place right now. Like,
Yeah.
my head's like, I'm just thinking about all these ideas right now of like of what they can do with this season. But anyways, let's go back to the let's get back to the main topic right now. So we get to our first challenge. Correct? Are we there yet? Are we like we're not coming ahead?
Yep,
right now,
we're
right?
there. We're ready to talk about the challenge.
Okay, so it's like I said, another damn good job. So get to the challenge, and TJ lets these people pick their partners. So you already kind of in a way, it's like it kind of reveals like, okay, so who's alive with you at this point? Would you say that?
Yeah.
That it's
Yes. All right. So was this the order? Actually, was this the order? Actually, no. I think TJ explained the challenge first. Then he said you gotta pick a partner, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as always, Kelly,
Yes.
break it down for us.
So this challenge is called Down to Do the Math. So what they're doing is they are on the roof of a 22-story skyscraper, and they're rappelling down the side of the building. They're each given a color that they have to look for their numbers, and they're doing each couple little bit, there's a different part of a math equation. And then at the bottom is this big box where you put 3 numbers in. So you want to answer to the math equation. You have 3 chances to get it right. If you don't get it right, you have to run all the way back up the 22 flights of steps and rappel down again. And then the person that does it the fastest wins, and the team that does it the slowest loses and goes into elimination.
Okay. He's like, shit.
Well, I wasn't expecting to share. I'll know for next time. I'll know for next time.
No,
this.
honestly, I wasn't expecting that either. But I was looking at for my notes. I probably should stop sharing the screen right now.
No, because we should talk about the teams. Like, I know for next time to like cover things up, and then we'll open them as we go.
Okay, cool. All right, so here's our list of teams right here. So you have Desi. Was this the order, or just they were just?
No, it was really hard to get like the teams again because I don't know all their names.
Yeah.
So I just picking up the teams as they went. So I saw Desi and Cinco got together, so I put them first. But then I kind of went through like,
But I
Putting
feel as though the first set was important because of what happened.
mm-hmm.
So do you remember who the first ones were?
That went on the challenge.
It
Yeah,
was
well,
Kylan and Azza.
Kyra, uh, Kyla and Isa. Who were they against?
Kira and
Cash.
Kasha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these were our first two. I'm not gonna lie, the challenge looked it looked kind of fun.
It did.
Yeah, it did. I thought, I was like, they're high, but like as they were going down, I was like, I could do this.
So then with the math equation, you might not like you don't like math, you don't like numbers, but it was
I'm
interesting
good at
though.
math. Yeah.
It was interesting though. And the thing is, for me, it's like what's hard is because you gotta remember that number. And also, you're doing it. It can be hard. See, it's hard doing the equation in my head. It's like, give me a piece of paper, I'll be able to do. But sometimes you gotta like imagine write it out. Cause you're like, okay. Like
Right.
it's harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks. It really is. So,
And you're like up high, so you're probably scared.
exactly, yeah. But not a whole lot of people were really scared that much. They were like able to handle their fears.
Yeah, like I was impressed. Like with there were no temper tantrums or anything. Like it was crazy.
Like people came to play. Like I said, people came to play. They didn't play a scared game. People came to play.
Mm-hmm.
So you said it was Oz, yeah. So Oz and Kyle, were they the first? They were the first ones down, right?
Yeah, they were the first ones down.
Mm-hmm.
But they were having trouble with their math.
Yes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they got it wrong 3 times. They had to go back up.
Mm-hmm.
And do it again. And her name is
Azza.
I was like it was bad for her. But I will say this. They managed to finish it, but Isa was not hydrated at all. Like, oh my god.
She like passed out.
Okay, wait. By the way, first off, is it kind of weird how it's called the Challenge USA, yet it's not in USA?
Yeah, I know, right? They're in Argentina.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, this kind of seems weird to me. But anyways, yeah. So like, Isa was just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I say hydrate people, man. Like, honestly, today at the restaurant, someone passed out. Everyone was getting around. The medics came and everything.
22 flights of stairs. I would be dead after like 3.
Yeah, this shit's so junk. But honestly, though, Grant, we have our teams right here. I don't know. I feel like saying all the names right now because y'all can see it right here. Well, actually, hold on. Nah, it's kind of small for a lot of people, so I'll just read that for you. Desi, Cinco, I'm sorry if I pronounced this wrong. Kashel, Kyra, Danny,
Shan,
Angela, Tyson, Kyla, and Isa, James and Shannon, Giovanni and Sally, Kasha and Derek, Alyssa and Ben, Tiffany and Leo, Dominic and Justine, David and Kayla, Sarah and Zero, which their names are capitalized, but we're gonna let that go.
Yeah, I don't know why that.
Xavier and Tasha. And honestly, though, everybody was doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kyla, like Azza and Kyla were the only ones that actually realized that messed up their shit. But the people close to them were what was her name? Like the other team that wasn't as bad as though.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, they almost failed. They almost failed there 3 times. Like,
oh, I think that was. They did almost. Was that Dominic and Justine? Maybe
it was a. Hold on, I'll be able to tell you.
It was a Love Island girl.
No, I think it was Amazing Race. I think it was Kayla.
it was Kayla and David because I'm like, David is such like a
grow up. I was always
You're
so
right.
disappointed in David because he always messes up. He messes up in Big Brother all the time. And I really had high hopes for him. So I was really upset that he was going to mess up again. Yes.
You're right.
See, when I saw the cast, when I see David, I'm like, my first person, I'm like, I don't know. He just seems like he's gonna mess up on something.
He does. Like he always and like I remember when he started in Big Brother, I was like, I was like, I really like David. He's gonna do good. And then like he screwed up. And then he was in the second season of Big Brother that he was in. He screwed up again. I'm like, David.
Like, he's just not that smart. Ew, David.
It's a common thing with him.
Yeah.
So, who do we remember who like killed it in this challenge? Because I know it was. Oh, wait, so it was Where's he? Where's this? Where's Tyson and Angela? No, the reason why I'm like, I thought all the guys were on the left side, but it's guys and girls, so it's a mix.
Yeah, I know. It
Yeah.
was
It's
put
not-
together really quickly.
No, Tyson and Angela killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it even James and Shannon killed it too.
Yeah,
Who
so
they came out between? We came out between Tyson and Angela.
Desi and Cinco and Xavier and Tasha.
Yeah, it was all of them. A lot of them were good. Like a lot of them did really, really well, but came out to be Tyson and Angela. And honestly, from what I hear about Tyson, man, like he's gonna be one to beat.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be the one to beat. Like
Yes. And him teaming up with Angela was very, very smart because Angela is good too. Angela's very physical. Like she is awesome.
yes, without a doubt. Now, if you guys remember what we were saying earlier, it's that loser goes in straight up. Like, bang, you're in right there. And that is reveal Kyla and Asa. So they're going to be losers. So that, Angela and Tice have just, now that they won, they have, the opportunity, to send somebody in. Now, for them, so then see, also, by the way, guys, we have to mention this. As we said before, Shannon was down. I was like, oh, I don't think I should be here, yada, yada. But her and James killed it.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to James, shout out to Shannon, especially, overcoming, her fears to get shit done.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy for her. But people were in the house were saying, well, we just had James and Shannon because Shannon was saying, oh, she no longer want to be here right now. Her mindset is gone. So like, it was a lot to think about because who they wanted. Because I feel as though their goal was who was their. So the big target was Shannon and James. They kind of would get rid of some love. I don't think because it's like why we're not gonna run for any feathers right now. Like let's keep diving into that. Like, what do you think was the smartest thing to do for them? Like, because I just felt bad they were hearing shit, but never like they never really went to Shannon like, hey, blah 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 blah, what the hell's going on right now?
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like they kind of made a decision without having that conversation. Which and we'll get to like in a little bit, but for them to just be like, oh, Shannon wants to leave, like we'll choose them. It's like you didn't have any conversations with anybody, and maybe this is just like a learning curve for like they're all rookies, they're all challenge rookies. So it's like to not even like sit down and have a conversation, try to get something out of this. Like you're in a position of power, like you need to talk to people to get something back, like set yourself up
But
for the end.
That's what James did though. James was talking. James
yes, that's what he did the right thing. Like he went out of his way as a person like not in power and made it happen, which proud of James for that.
Yes. Because also the other person, the other scene the lookout that they were kind of putting on top like was what we said earlier. We actually see earlier was David and what's that girl's name?
Kayla.
And Kayla, yeah, that was the other team that was floated on because they didn't take that team seriously. David was not taken seriously, guys. Like he was not taken seriously. Unfortunately, he was not. No one feared that guy. They're like, oh, who's this gonna? They don't care about this guy. Like he was.
No one's afraid of David.
He was a non-factor in this whole entire thing. Even when they're going out. So, how did they reveal who they sent in? I forgot how they said. How did they reveal who got sent in?
They do
not
it
until
at
the elimination.
Okay. Yeah, that's
which I think is
right.
crazy. You don't even get to prepare.
They wouldn't you have to be in the right mindset, man. You have to be in the right
Mm-hmm.
mindset. Like it's I kind of like it because I get throw somebody off.
I
So it's
like it
like
Yeah.
too.
a person that's where it's like I feel comfortable. I'm not going in today. Like, oh shit, you're going in.
And you don't know
Like you're
till
going.
you get there. That's
Yes,
Mhm.
crazy.
don't ever feel like you're safe. Don't ever feel like that. Get that mindset. Get ready to fight. So you
Mhm.
go. But thanks to James, he was able to persuade Tyson into voting for David because they weren't a good team. Don't take them seriously.
It was Giovanni and Selly. Sorry,
Say
we
what?
messed up. It was Giovanni and Selly that no one was taking seriously. We mixed them up with
Oh,
Gabe
I
and
feel.
Taylor.
Oh my god.
No,
So
you're
like
right.
motherfuckers,
See, it's
yo.
gonna happen because they're all rookies.
They'll look the same to me. They'll look the same to me right there. That's what they'll look
Right?
the same to me.
Did we also mention that Angela and Tyson got $5,000 each for winning the challenge? I stepped away
Oh,
for
No.
a moment.
I don't think you mentioned that. Yeah, yeah. So they
Yeah.
won 5,000. So they automatically qualified to be in the final. But
Mm-hmm.
clearly you gotta hold on to that money.
Mhm.
You gotta see. You gotta be out. You gotta be out of elimination.
Mm-hmm. Now I wonder if
Try to win
that's
every
gonna make
challenge.
them a target, like in the future.
Probably.
Probably. Speaking of target, we'll see how that goes. But
Mhm.
yeah, when they threw in Giovanni and Selly, uh, some of the Love Island girls were pissed about that shit.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel as though it's right now the Love Island girls probably want Tyson out right now.
Yeah, I
After
feel
what
like they
Tyson
definitely put
just
a
did.
target on their back.
But do you think Tyson did the right thing though?
I do. I do. Because I mean, I know Kylan and Ozza lost, but they're going to be a strong team. Like I feel like they're going to be a strong team. So to put in Giovanni and Selly, I think was smart because it gave, I mean, Kylan specifically a team that he knew he could beat. Like nobody took Giovanni and Selly seriously. So
Especially when they got ready for the elimination. You kept hearing their
Mm-hmm.
voice and
mhm.
kind of days, and we're just like
Uh-huh.
honestly, I think it was just set up for them to lose. Like they were like, yeah, I think we kind of like, yeah, I think they're going home.
Yeah.
You just got that vibe that they were going home. Like, yeah, they're going out of here. But actually, okay, so I do want to say this. Well, actually, before I get to that, I want Kelly to explain our first challenge, our first elimination, which but it's called the arena again.
It is
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
the
Uh-huh.
arena.
So
ooh.
this is also like exciting for me because it's a classic challenge elimination called Not So Fast. You're each tied to the end of this rope. There's like a pyramid looking jungle gym thing. You get the rope through, you tie the rope in knots, get it through this pyramid, make it as tangled up as you can, because after a certain amount of time when TJ blows the horn, they're going to switch ropes and have to untangle the other team's rope, and whoever gets all the rope back into their circle first wins.
Now,
Love it.
they were saying Sally was actually pretty just doing good. Like she, surprised me a little bit. She surprised me too.
Yeah. I agree. She surprised me that she kept going. Like really took charge because Giovanni wasn't taking anything seriously,
Nope,
and that would have pissed me off.
no, he wasn't. He clearly wasn't. No, no, he was like, yeah, I'm here. But apparently, I think when Asa said that, apparently her, and Kyle didn't fuck with each other.
Yeah.
They're both on Big Brother, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they didn't fuck with each other. Were they
Mhm.
part of the Good Alliance? No, no,
No.
no, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or was Colin?
They
They were
Or
part
were
of the
in an
yeah.
alliance, but they didn't really like each other. Kylan and Ozza were they were both in the same alliance, but they didn't like each other in the Big Brother house.
Was this the same season when they had the Cookout Alliance?
Yeah, it's the same season. They were both in the Cookout.
It was only black people, right?
Yes, it was only black people.
Yeah, I mean, with all due respect, that's something. So yeah, if you call it a lie, then there be all black people in it. Like that's our thing.
Yeah.
Well, and then that's why even like the people that they like teamed up with and like kind of it's like weren't that mad. They were just kind of like, that's fair. Like that makes sense. Fair. Like they weren't even mad. They were like, oh, once they found out like what the Cookout was about and the alliance, everybody was just like, that's okay. Like, all right. So
get mad about it.
That's why I like the Cookout, because
get mad about it. Please explain to me why you don't like it. Explain to me. Explain that to me.
Yeah. Like nobody, but everybody was like, that's fair. Like, peace out. Like, okay. So I thought that was pretty cool.
If you're white, you're not in the
Yeah, right.
Get the white people out of my Cookout. yeah. You have to be invited to. You have to be privileged to be part of this Cookout right
now. Exactly.
That's so funny. But yeah. I mean, what is there? Is there a lot to say in this elimination? To be honest with you, like, is there a lot to talk about?
No.
I mean, no, nothing crazy happened. It wasn't like super close.
Yeah, it just, I mean, as always, it's always edited, so,
Yeah, but Giovanni and Sally lost. They get eliminated.
They were our first ones. Now, what it seemed like, okay, Love Island girls were like, oh, we're going after Tyson, but there was a twist.
Mm-hmm.
There was a twist, and we're going to go back to here. And, Kasey, you're good to get rid of that now. Each week, challengers are rarely paired with a different partner. I like that because in the past, you get to choose your partner. But this one, you are rarely stick with a partner. So, like, either enemies working together, alliance working together, teams who people that don't even know each other are like, okay, cool, remember. So, like, that's a twist. That's a twist right there.
Somebody with a lot of money and somebody with like no money can be on a team, and that would suck.
Yeah. So it they didn't reveal who's gonna be partnered up. It just ended right there. So I feel though it's gonna be no same partner once they get through all pairs, when you will not have the same partner twice. So Tyson, man, you thought you and Angela were gonna be something.
But
that's not the case.
Yeah. Because I feel like Angela and Tyson probably could have just like killed it and just ran away and won everything.
I agree.
They probably had to put this twist in so they didn't win.
Yeah,
which
now it makes sense that they would let you choose your own partner.
That's true.
Like at first I was like, why? Like, that's crazy.
I think in the future we might have to maximize these layers, because like from my screen, like if I like from the screen, actually no. Yeah, it might be tough for them to see it from this standpoint. The words are kind of a little bit small from my screen. Like it's like, because it's like I see us and I see the screen right there, so it's gonna be hard for people. Let's say zoom in. Like you gotta maximize the letters or just zoom it in a little bit more. But we can take care of that next time though. Yeah. So I would say this was a good first episode. That is definitely
I agree.
Yeah.
Like you have no control.
I was really happy that we had a challenge and an elimination. Oh, sorry.
No. I was agree with you. That's why I did this. Yes. Thank God. Can I do that? Because if they do that, I'm like, yeah, this season's not going to go so well. And it was a long first episode too. It was a long first episode.
It was an hour and a half.
Yeah. So who does that? And that's going to be like that for next week or not?
But I think it's only an hour next week.
Okay. Because you got to get introduced to everybody and whatnot. Because like I said, an hour and a half is just going to be too much. it's just gonna be way too much. But I'm excited though, guys. I'm excited. Right, finally get to record this shit. I don't have to worry about freaking commercials now.
Right?
Yeah, like thank God. Like I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I don't mean to cut it short right now. Like I said, it's been a long day for me, and I'm hungry. But I was gonna ask you, so like any last words? Like I said, I think we all agree that this challenge has potential. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
although it's so we're looking for it's a spin-off. It's still, I think it's still being taken very seriously now. Not to say that
I
all
have
the people
high
are taking it
hopes.
seriously, but like you know what I mean when I say that though.
Yeah. It could go either way, but it seems to me like it's going to be good. I like how it has the challenge production behind it, but it has the CBS diversity. I think it's going to be great. And TJ, if TJ's
Yeah,
there,
TV's
I'm
TJ.
hosting
there.
it,
Like,
so
yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
I would just I would hate for this thing to go down after a good first episode. Like I said, the fact that it's new partners, and
Mm-hmm.
like you said earlier, you win, you take your opponent's money. So
Mhm.
maybe there might be a case where it's like they might see that'd be too risky. Like either their partner might be like, hey, let's lose on purpose. I'm gonna get to lose on purpose and go to
Mm-hmm.
elimination. But at the same time, you can't do that because you're gonna be in elimination. So it's like you have
Uh-huh.
at some point, people that are not working against you, they're gonna have to work together. But if it comes to to voting into elimination, who you're gonna vote for, that could be an issue. I give we're going to see a point where people are going to bump heads. And, they might not come to a decision because it's like I'm not going to vote for my guy. I'm not going to vote for your like
Mhm.
I don't vote for my guy. You're not vote for your guy. So I don't know. Something's going to work. Something's got to give.
I
Something's got
agree.
to give.
Something like
Yeah.
that. I feel like that twist is just going to bring lots of drama, and I'm excited to see it.
Yes. Now that's good drama. That's some petty bullshit. That's some good drama right there.
I agree.
So, like, I feel as though
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe they listen to what the reviews were saying about the past challenges. They're like, we can't make the same mistake twice. Now, granted, it's at. I'm hoping that it's at 9 o'clock again or 9:30. Because it's not like because I won't be missing much, honestly. If it's
Yeah,
at 9.
like I know. I hope it is. Let me see. Let me see. Nine o'clock. It's
Okay.
on at 9 o'clock.
Is it for an hour?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Only for an hour. All right. That works. That freaking works. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So yeah, that's about it for tonight, everybody. Like I
All
said we're
right.
excited that we gotta even though it's a spin-off, it's on TV now. We're excited for this cast and we said a lot to talk about. Now I will say next weekend it might be difficult because I'm gonna be away next weekend. I'm gonna be in Atlanta. The thing is I'm using my computer. I'm using my desktop. I don't have a laptop, but I can talk to my mom. We'll discuss. I'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. So yeah, everybody. Like I said, that's it for tonight, guys. Like I said, it's been a long day for me. I'm hungry. Like I said, I'm all like 3 or 4 hours of sleep right now. So I gotta get some dinner and some donuts and go
Get
to
some
bed
sleep.
ASAP. Yeah, get some sleep. All right, folks. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys hopefully next weekend. Like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll discuss this off camera. And yeah, everybody, y'all have a good night and be safe.
Bye.